Hi there, and welcome to another weekly hot topic where we are going to be talking into how everything is already within you. So Lucy and I have been doing a little bit of healing this morning on ourselves. We've been having a lot of chat and talking about, how everything is already within us. And we thought we'd just share that with you all today. So welcome to everybody. My name's Natasha Harris.
And I'm Lucy Brand, and I'm just going to share this video out to people, and I shall be back.
And then I'll share it out as well. So we would love to get it out to as many people as we possibly can. And really to be here. We are here every week at 12 p.m. on Fridays. We're a little bit late today, but we hope that you will come and join us. And if you're watching us and you're coming to join us live, let us know where you are watching us from. If you are watching the replay, please do type #replay. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know as we go through any questions, any comments around this juicy topic of how everything was within you, already within you. We often find that we really are searching outside of ourselves. What is it that we're missing? What is it that we're looking for? What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Who do I need to talk to? We always have lots of questions that sit outside of ourselves when we are not feeling aligned, when we are not kind of getting the results or the desires that are coming into our lives. And so this is the real topic that we would love to talk into a little bit more. So I'm just going to go and share this as well.
Yeah, so like Natasha said this morning, the reason we're a little bit late is because we were doing some healing, because that is what we both do naturally. And recognize that when things aren't the way that we'd like them to be, like Natasha said, we're not seeing the results that we want to see, then it's something within us that needs to be tweaked. And this is where sometimes this can be a bit tricky, because you need to take responsibility, because sometimes it's much easier to say, oh, I didn't get that result because of them or because of that thing. And so that's an external blaming of things. Whereas actually what happens, if you look at the law of attraction, you attract things back to you. So if you're not getting the results that you'd like, there's something in your frequency, there's something in your energetic vibration, there's something within you that's sending out the wrong frequency that's attracting the results that you don't want, law of attraction. So it's like reflecting back to you. So that's why it's really, really important, instead of going into blame and victim. And believe me, I spent years in victim many years ago when I was recovering from a traumatic burglary experience. I spent years in the victim mindset, so I completely understand it. But it's not a healthy place to be. And actually being in a place where it can be really hard to take responsibility at first, but once you do that, it really is a game changer, because then when you bring stuff into the light for it to be healed and you can look at it in the clear light of day, then that's when you can resolve it. That's when you can shift things. That's when you can change things. That's when you can heal things. And then that will ripple out and you can call in the results that you truly desire.
Yeah, it's so important, isn't it? It's like, and as Lucy and I were talking this morning, we were just asking ourselves, is there something we're missing? Is there something that we need to do in addition to the Circle of Light movement and calling in our beautiful members? And we really recognized that it was something within us that was missing, not something outside of us. And it is so important that we come back to self. We take that time. We look inward. We look to reflect. We look to seek what's within us to heal, to let go of, to shift from and into, so that we can create that connection, that we can create that alignment, and we can create that resonance to what we want to call in. That is what's so important and so key. And it really doesn't matter how often we do this stuff, we really do fall back into that. What am I missing? What am I looking for? So that's something that really resonates with you, in terms of keep looking for something that's missing. What are you not doing? What do you not have? And then bringing it back to self and really looking inward noticing what's coming up for you. What are the feelings that are being really highlighted for you? The fear, the lack of, the desires that you want but you don't have. What is it that you are feeling in lack of? And allowing yourself to really dig deep and to really look at that. And it's not easy. It really isn't. That's why we have this beautiful community in our membership of people to hold our hands as we're going through things on a day-to-day basis. So it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be really hard work in order to overcome these things. As we come together, we not only shift it for ourselves, but we shift it for everyone.
Exactly. And I think the other thing is we are already whole and complete. That's the thing. And I often forget this because I get distracted by what's the missing piece, what's wrong with me. And it could be a subtle what's wrong with me. It's like you're comparing yourself to others. So naturally, maybe you're on Facebook and you're comparing your life to someone else. And then it's like, what's wrong with me? Why don't I have that? And it's that what's wrong with me? You're already whole and complete. You're already perfect. But the thing is, there's some resistance to tapping into that. And that's kind of like, I see that as your job. Like, whether you're a healer or not, like, I think personal development needs to be key, because if we all worked on ourselves, imagine how much better the world would be, a better place. We'd be better humans. We'd respond rather than react. We wouldn't get as triggered by so much stuff. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of taking that moment to go within. So if you are scrolling on Facebook, if you are scrolling on Instagram and being like, oh, like feeling jealous, feeling, maybe even upset, maybe even guilty, whatever it is, it's about taking that time to then acknowledge that emotion, because once you acknowledge it, you can transmute it, like you can change it, you can shift it, because emotions, we only actually like experience emotions for 90 seconds, right? This blows my mind. So when something happens, so say for example, someone makes you angry, that's going to swear there, but I'm not going to swear. If someone makes you angry, like you actually only experience the emotion of anger for 90 seconds. Then it's your choice whether to hang on to that emotion. And what I mean by that is store it in your body for next time that person annoys you again, you can bring it up and it adds to the intensity of the anger. Or you can choose to let it go. Choose to let it go, because the only person that you're punishing is yourself. Because I bet that other person probably isn't even thinking about it at all. That was a hard lesson I had to learn about the burglary. 5, 6, 7 years down the line, the burglar probably didn't even remember what he did that night and what he stole from me. And it was like me trapped in my own cage of thinking he has a hold over me, when it was my choice to let it go. Yeah. And again, forgiveness. I think this is where people can get a bit tricky around forgiveness. I've forgiven the burglar, but I do not condone in any sense of the word what he did. But I had to forgive him for my own peace of mind. Yeah. So that, because through forgiveness, so going within, finding the forgiveness within me, that allowed me to be free. Because when I got that forgiveness piece, he no longer dominated my thoughts. He no longer dominated my actions and all these other things in my life that he'd woven into, that I'd allowed him to. Yeah. And that can be a really bitter pill to swallow, but it is. And we had this theme this month, which has really kind of, churned some stuff up in our Circle of Light Movement community membership. The theme this month has been freedom. And so it's brought a lot up for people. Loads of our members are like, oh my gosh, actually, I don't know what freedom means. I don't know, and it's churned up all these old memories. Because if we look at, we had a full moon here yesterday, Thursday, and that full moon is, again, is highlighting things that we've been struggling with and challenges for the last 10, 20, 25, 35 years, to be honest with you, for some of us. And so it's still coming up. But I promise you, it's coming up because it's been illuminated by the moon when it's a full moon to be healed and dealt with. And then soon it is going to be gone. These last like traumatic years are just going to be left and you can release them and let them go. But you have to be willing to be brave enough to take responsibility and think, where am I choosing to stay small? Where am I choosing to stay a victim? Where am I choosing to hold on to this anger?
Yeah, I think that's such an important point. It's now about being really brave and really bold in your choices and what you choose, and recognizing really that everything is already within you. That peace, that freedom, the joy, the laughter, the love, the fun, the community, it's already within you. It's around how you allow yourself to, coming back to this piece that you just said, Lucy, around forgiveness is such an important thing, and something that really, really helped me in, forgiving others. I mean, it first starts with forgiving ourselves, first and foremost, when we don't have what we really want and what we truly desire, and knowing and coming back to ourselves that we do have it within us, that if we forgive ourselves, we heal what needs to be released, we let go of what also needs to be released, we can then come into alignment with, and we can create it in our physical space. But when it comes to forgiveness of others, the thing that really is really powerful is that being able to forgive others is that whatever choices that person has made that has impacted you in a certain way, they have done from a space of not knowing any different. They've done the best that they could in that moment, given the circumstances that surrounded them, and they acted on that. And so when I realized that for myself, I could forgive others for showing up in certain ways, for being angry, for being mean, for being nasty, for trying to shame me, for trying to belittle me, because that's all they had available to them in that moment, to respond in that way. And so when we respond with love and light to that, then we not only heal that within ourselves, but we offer them, if they choose to take it, that healing for themselves and within themselves too. So we have this beautiful, powerful ripple effect that actually it's for us to heal within us, and we heal it collectively. We can show that and we can be that for everybody else and for others too. And it's time to be brave. It really, truly is. To be bold, to stand in your own choices of what are you willing to let go of now? What are you willing to get out of your own way around now, so that you can have the life that you want? No one is stopping you from having that apart from you. And I know that for myself. That's not always an easy pill to swallow. It can be tough to recognize the only person that's getting in our way is us. But when we stand together and we stand united, as we are doing in our community, that when those tough and challenging moments arise, we can all do it together.
And I think that's it. It's about community. It's about doing it together. Natasha was very much holding my hand this morning because there was some really emotional bits where I realized some stuff that's been going on for years, and it's still there, still causing a wrinkle in my desires. And then when you stand around, when you're with other people that get you, that support you, that see you, that hear you, and want to see you thrive, it's life-changing. It really is. But also, when you share, when you're vulnerable, you connect. And I truly believe that that's a lot of what's missing in the world today, and why there is such devastation, if you like if people were to connect more with themselves, with others, with nature, then we wouldn't do the things to the planet we were doing. We wouldn't behave that way. Like if you see it when people have these preconceptions of other cultures, other races, and then when they meet people, when they actually connect with them, there's loads of TV series about this since the beginning of time. Everything changes. And I do believe there's an epidemic of not connecting that's been exacerbated due to COVID. And so when we come together in community, you can see in other people, like, oh my gosh, that's exactly why my life isn't the way that I want it, because I've been feeling those feelings of shame or guilt, or that I wasn't good enough. But that person has shown me that it is possible for me. And you see yourself in others, because we're creatures of tribes, you know. We need those tribes around us to thrive. No, I'm going to say no woman is an island.
I like that. I like that. And it is, you know, we come together in a really powerful way and hold each other's hand. You know, Lucy was holding my hand as well today, and it's around what are we willing to look at within ourselves now, to move forward, to shift forward, to take a bold step towards what we desire, to what you want to create, and really searching inwardly. Come back to yourself, nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Know that sometimes these things do get challenging. We're not looking for the end game. It's not like, yay, we made it, we've done, we can hang up everything and we can put our feet up and go, yeah, done all the healing we need to do. While we're in this physical experience, it is ever evolving, ever expanding, and ever increasing. So, but what we can do, and the more we look within ourselves, the more that we align to what we desire within us and what we have already, the easier it becomes. The quicker and maybe more like a bit like a volcano erupting, it might come to the surface, but we can extinguish that and we can let it go and we can move forward to it and move on to that next mountain. We can climb the mountain much quicker and move on to the next mountain much quicker. And we can honor ourselves in that process. And I believe that, you know, as women, we are powerful creators of when we really truly listen, when we let go of all the I must work harder, I must do all this. The more we listen within, the more we connect within, the more we connect with that beautiful divine energy, a feminine energy and intuitive energy, the bigger and quicker we can heal. And that's not to sit in meditation all day into healing, like I must do 1,000 healings a day in order to be a better person. It's about how we actually go about our day, each moment, step by step, while bringing in that intuitive, beautiful, feminine energy, listening, intuiting, creating divinely as we go about our day and about our actions. So we're blending this beautiful energy of masculine and feminine. We're not trying to get away from the masculine in this new era, this new earth era. We're not trying to diminish men. We're trying to bring in and work co-creatively all together. And that is, you know, whatever gender you are, whatever you believe in, whatever you identify with, we all hold within us the beautiful divine feminine and the beautiful divine masculine. And that, the answers to all of that lay within us.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like I would also add to that laughter has been not only a great remedy for me and a great healing, but when you can laugh at yourself as well and you stop taking life seriously, that's when you can let go as well. Because it's really hard, even if you just think about it, it's really hard to hold on if you're doing a proper belly laugh, you know. And if you know me personally, you know me and my mom, like if we get together, we set each other off and we do this laughing thing that always happened with my grandma as well, where it's almost like we turn into seals and we just can't stop. Like, honestly, it's hilarious. Like my dad and my husband, they'll be sitting at the table just like really quiet for 5 minutes while we get it out of our system. And there's no way in that moment I could be holding on to anything. I've let go and I've surrendered and I'm in that moment. So if you are struggling, laughter, honestly, is the best way forward, and it's the best healer as well. It really is.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. You know, if you find that there's not enough joy and laughter in your life, then, you know, stop watching all the darker dramas on the TV, Netflix. There's lots of dark stuff. purposefully seek out the comedies, the things that will lighten your mood, lift you, will make you laugh out loud. That is what I consciously do all the time, because there's some great stuff on Netflix and on TV, but it tends to have a darker energy, a heavier energy to it, and it doesn't often make us laugh. So seek those things out. There are loads of great things to watch, and go and spend time with people that lift your vibration, that make you feel joyful, that you can have a giggle with, be stupid with, whether that's with wine or without. Just allow yourself to be free, and hang out with people that are free. Start to let go, and spending more and more time with people that are constantly moaning, constantly bringing you down. Recognize that and allow yourself to be free in the laughter and the joy. That's really the best tonic we can give ourselves, and the best gift we can give ourselves as well.
Yeah, boundaries are good, people.
Boundaries are excellent. So if any of this resonates and you're watching, please do tag us. Let us know what resonates. Where are you seeking outside of yourself for something, for the answers, for what you desire, and where are you forgetting or not connecting with your inner self? And if you'd love some more support, our doors are open to the Circle of Light Movement membership right now until only the 16th of July. So we've got another 3 weeks left while the doors are open. It is £18 per month, or £180 for the year. You get 2 weeks, 14 days free trial. So if you're like, yeah, that sounds interesting, but not really sure, head over, come over, have a sign up, and you get 14-day free trial, so you can try it out. You can meet our other beautiful community members who are just expanding and growing and dancing in the light along with Lucy and I.
Yeah, our community members are just amazing. Like, they're just so incredible, and they're so high vibe as well. But that doesn't mean to say that they don't share their challenges, and we support each other. It's like a marriage. It's the good times and the tough times, sickness and health, and we're always there because we really want to change the world, and we know that it starts with you. Like, it starts within us, it starts within you. When you start to make those changes, you start to do the little bits of healing, it will ripple out into the rest of the world, because we are all one, we're all connected.
Absolutely.
And we'd love to welcome you. And like Natasha says, we've got a 14 free day trial. So like, come and join us, because that, like, honestly, this community is just absolutely beautiful. I love each and every single one of our members. They're just
it's really beautiful. Don't do this work alone. Don't come back to yourself and do it in solitude. Come and join us, be part of a community, be part of the change, of meaningful change, of huge transformation within the world, within yourself, and for the planet. So we welcome you. If you've got any questions at all, tag us, send us an email. All our details are on the ticker along the bottom, www.circleoflightmovement.com. And thank you, Philippa. Yes, it is a beautiful space. Philippa, one of our beautiful members. It's been phenomenal. And thank you for being with us, Philippa. So come and join us. Come and join Philippa in the community. And we hope to see you there. Lots of love.
Bye.